listen to this. More than 15 New York Giants kneeled while the Pittsburgh Steelers stood in unison and held an anti-racism banner during the playing of the national anthem last night in Monday Night Football. Giants coach Joe Judge stood between the co-captains, Peppers and Tomlinson, and put one hand on the shoulder of both kneeling players. I'm fascinated by the coaches and the other players who stand during the anthem but put their hands on the shoulder. Why don't you just get on the knee with the rest of them? Oh, let me see. You want to have it both ways. You want to stand during the anthem so you can say I'm respecting the anthem, but you want to support the players who are disrespecting the anthem. I get it. That must be nice to have your cake and eat it too, huh, Giants coach Joe Judge? It's all garbage. It's nonsense. You know what? The NFL right now, with all the Black Lives Matter commercials and promos and messages and stickers on the helmets, how about leaving the national anthem alone? How about respecting our veterans? How about respecting this country? How about respecting a symbol of the United States of America for about 90 seconds? You think you can stand for 90 seconds? But you can't. All right, click. And that was the message you gave me yesterday. And that's why I just got a kick out of Richard a minute ago. Well, you became pro-Black Lives Matter anarchists. No, I didn't say it. All I was saying was I wanted a few minutes to watch football. You know what? I shouldn't take a few minutes to watch football. I'm going to use the Mark Davis rule. Mark Davis is a dear friend of mine in Dallas-Fort Worth. And Mark says and he's a diehard Cowboys fan. If one knee touches the turf, I'm out, the TV goes off. That's my rule from here on out. So thank you for setting me straight yesterday. Thank you for reminding me about things that matter. Thank you about chiding me over my selfishness to want 15 or 20 minutes of a little football on a Sunday afternoon. Guess what? Protests can be a two-way street. You want to disrespect the national anthem and make millions of dollars running with a football? I don't mean to be crude here. Guess what? You're supposed to entertain us. All we want is a few hours of release from riots and mayhem and COVID and parades canceled and life being ebbed away. Just a couple hours. You can't do that? Well, then we can't watch you. And that's the position, as a number of you said yesterday, and I'm grateful for the message. If enough of us did it, maybe they'd wake up. Irene, you're on the Mike Gallagher Show, 22 before the hour. 800-655-MIKE is our number. How you doing, Irene?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Good.
I just wanted to respond to the thing you were just talking about of the football players. I tried to get a hold of you yesterday, but by the end of your show, you had changed your mind, and I was really grateful to hear that. But I do want to just express that those men that are kneeling for our national anthem and against our flag, that thousands and thousands of men and women have died for that symbol. But my other thing is that I really am concerned about is those men are heroes a lot, or whatever you want to say,
sure,
to a lot of the youth of our nation.
Absolutely. They're supposed to be role models. They're supposed to be people you look up to. And young people are going to see that, Irene, and they're going to say, you know what? I'll disrespect the Star-Spangled Banner too. Enough. Fine. Turn it off. You're so right. Thank you, Irene. I appreciate it. Eric, you're up. How you doing, Eric?
Hey, Mike. Good, Mike.
Hey.
How are you today?
Good, thanks.
Hey, listen, with that Cuomo there, does the media even realize that when get shot, we can't rush to judgment? Cop shoots a bad guy. They're out there with the protesters about racial injustice. They just jump to the conclusion that it's been a racial.
Right. The cop has to be a
shooting.
racist. The cop has to be a racist monster if there's a shooting involving a black man or woman. But when a black person goes in and shoots two cops in Compton, we can't rush it. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, they become a parody of themselves, the media. They don't even know what they're talking about anymore.
They have no self-awareness whatsoever, zero self-awareness. Great point.